So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day wherever you are all over the world. My name is Oluwatosin Maja, and I'm the managing partner of Tojon Consulting. And we are here again today to bring you an exciting, educative, enlightenment video on how you can be compliant as a business, as a corporate organization in doing your business in Nigeria and any part of the world that you are. So today we are bringing you this enlightenment about individual and corporate compliance. And the one we are dealing with today is TIN registration. TIN registration. So individual and corporate, needs to be compliant, right, with, in paying for their taxes, whatever tax payee or individual, and maybe VAT, remittance, withholding tax, and corporate income tax filing, company income tax filing for, corporate organization. So we'll be looking at TIN registration for individual and corporate organization. So go along with me in this slide. So individual and corporate compliance, TIN registration. So TIN registration, what does it mean? The TIN means tax identification number. So it means applying and obtaining a tax identification number from the tax authority. So in any country, in any place, individual and organization are meant to comply with tax, because tax is law and it is compulsory. And there are some certain things, just like we have been saying, that you cannot do if you have not, registered for tax, if you have not processed your tax identification number, your TIN, whatever it is for individual and organization. So a TIN is a unique number that identifies an individual or business for tax purpose. So it is a unique number that each person has. It is different. The one that Mr. A has is different from what Mr. B has. And for every, individual, they have different, unique tax identification number that they will be identified with when they are filing for their tax. So in Nigeria, TIN is issued by the Federal Inland Revenue Service for corporate organization, for companies, and by the Joint Tax Board for individuals. So if it is individual name of people, like for instance, Oluwatosin Maja, so I'm an individual person, my own tax identification number will be with Joint Tax Board, JTB, for individual person that I am. And for organization, that have registered their business with CAC, because if you have not registered with CAC, companies cannot get tax identification number. So they need to register their business with Corporate Affairs Commission. And that is why we are bringing you this enlightenment video, for you to know, why you need to register your tax identification number to be able to file your tax as and when due. So key points about TIN registration. What do you need to know? The first thing is that the purpose of TIN registration is that it helps to track taxpayers for proper tax administration. You'll be able to be tracked accordingly for proper tax administration. They will be able to administer you for tax. But if you don't have TIN, there is nothing that tax authority can do, and it will be difficult for you, to be able to process your tax clearance certificate, because it is when you have filed your tax, for 3 consecutive years, you'll be able to have tax clearance certificates as individual and for corporate organization. The second thing here is it ensures compliance with tax laws. Tax law, because to be compliant means you have submit yourself, right, to the authority of the land, to the regulatory authority, and if you don't do so, there will be penalty, there will be, sanction and all of that against you as individual and as corporate organization. Then the third thing under the purpose is it helps government monitor and collect taxes. It helps the government to monitor and collect taxes. So with each person tax identification number, you will be able to be monitored and your tax, remittance can be collected accordingly. So for anybody that have registered for their, tax identification number and they have been paying tax, they will have a dashboard whereby they will be able to see the history of all the taxes that they have been paying over the years. Come with me to the other slide. Who needs it? Who needs this thing that we are talking about, tax identification number? Who are the people that need it? As I've said earlier on, individuals who are taxable. Individual who are taxable. For example, business owner. If you are a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are doing one business or the other, either in your house or online, in any way, in anywhere you are doing your business, you are required to register for tax identification number. So contractors are also individuals that are eligible for processing tax identification number. Professionals, right? If you are a professional person doing one business or the other, rendering professional services, you are meant to register for tax identification number. Then the other people that need tax identification number is companies, limited liability companies, enterprise. If you register your business as business name, you are meant to process tax identification number for your business. We have NGO, non-governmental organization, are also required to register for TIN and partnership. So whatever categories you have your business with, business name, whatever it is, you are meant to register for tax identification number. So when we help business owner to register their business with CAC, we also assist them to register for their tax identification number. Then anyone opening a corporate bank account in Nigeria, if you are opening a corporate bank account, right, either as an individual or corporate organization, you will not be able to open that corporate account until you have registered for tax identification number. So the third key point we need to note under tax identification number registration is: 1, uses of TIN. Mandatory for paying taxes. It is mandatory for paying taxes. For example, we have tax like CIT, company income tax for corporate organization, value added tax for corporate organization, and pay as you earn, PAYE, for individual taxpayer in a paid employment, and direct assessment as well for business owner, which is done annually. Then the other thing under the use of TIN is that it is required to open a business and corporate account, just like we have said earlier on. So it is used to open a corporate or individual business account. Of course, you agree with me that as a professional, as a reasonable business owner, right, you've processed your individual, taxpayer, right, for your business, and you are meant to open a corporate account in that business name. You have your own personal tax identification number to do your, direct assessment annually. And for your business, if you register it as a business name or a limited liability company, you must also have tax identification number, to open corporate account. And that is where all the transaction for your business, will be going into your corporate account for proper, tax, calculation and the computation and remittances. Then another thing that we use TIN for is that it is needed for government contracts, import/export, and some business registration. So if you are the type, that you always want to work with government for contracts and all other businesses with government, you are meant to have a tax identification number. And if you are importing or exporting, you are also meant, to have tax identification number. So move with me to the next slide. So number 4 key points here that you need to note for TIN tax identification number is that how do you register it? Of course, that's why we are here for you, to give you a stress-free, tax identification number registration. When you reach out to us, we are a consulting firm, we are an accounting firm, we take the stress out from you and help you to go and register your tax identification number with either the state or with the federal if you are a corporate, taxpayer. So you reach out to us through all our social media platform, our contacts, we will be glad, to receive you and to assist you in doing your tax identification number. Then individuals, provide a valid ID. Yeah. So if we are doing your tax identification number for you, there are some documents that you need to give us for us to do your tax identification number for you. Then businesses will provide their CAC, their incorporation document. So if you are a business person, you have not registered your business with Corporate Affairs Commission, you can reach out to us. Yes, we will help you to register your business with CAC, and from there we can take your tax identification number registration, for you. Then in summary, TIN registration is a process of obtaining your tax identification number, which makes you officially recognized as a taxpayer. So you'll be recognized as a taxpayer, and there are some incentive, right, that you will enjoy as a taxpayer. There are some certain things that you will be able to do freely as a taxpayer, legally, I mean, not illegal, legally as a taxpayer. There are some businesses that you'll be able to do. There are some contracts that you'll be able, to get as an individual, taxpayers. And you also have credits, right? All the taxes that you are paying will also serve as credit for you, which you can use, right, for your own, benefit. So for you to reach out to us, like I said earlier on, we are John Consulting. I'm the managing partner, Oluwatosin Maja, and you can reach out to us on all our, contact line. You can see our contact line here, right? So, and on our email address at tojohnconsulting@gmail.com, and on our website, tojohnconsulting.com. So do well to, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, share, with individual and corporate organization that might require, our, services, our professional services, and will deliver timely, will help you with all that you need to be, compliance as individual and as a corporate, taxpayer. We've been doing this for over a decade, and we have been delivering and serving, individual and corporate organization. So do well to reach out to us and tell others, to, reach out to us that that we need, any of our services. So subscribe, like, comment on our YouTube channel, and share to other individual business owner and corporate organization. Till we'll meet you again in another video for corporate individual compliances. So we wish you a very good and lovely day. Bye for now.